All right, hello. So, as you may know, these videos were kind of an afterthought, but I did want to document the process, but being my first build, it was too much of a daunting task to take on to video everything as I go. So, halfway through the build, I decided to start videoing once I started to have a bit more of a flow of the process. And so the videos haven't been recorded for every stage of the build. But in the interests of getting everything up onto YouTube in the right order, I just want to fill in a few gaps and briefly cover the following stages after the framing. So pretty much I just started filming at the shingling stage, which is after I've done everything else. So I had to go back and kind of retroactively kind of film stuff. So I don't have any filming of the siding. I don't have any filming of the putting in the windows or doing the sheathing on the side of the house. So I just wanted to cover those briefly in a video, just to get those out of the way, get the video uploaded, and then we can start the process of everything else after that. So let's have a look at installing the windows. Okay, so the first most important part of the windows is getting the dimensions of the framing and the windows matched. In the design phase of your build, you want to know exactly what size windows you want, how high they're going to be, and the dimensions. Now, when you order a window, the size is the opening size, and you kind of want to give like 3/8 or so play. So you want to be pretty exact with your measurements on framing. Look into it a little bit more, especially with your window manufacturer. You can either buy windows straight off the shelf at standard sizes, or a lot of window companies just do that. All the windows are custom, so you just order whatever sizes. If that's the case, just frame in your windows. Just frame when you're framing. Just put them wherever you want and measure them afterwards, and then give them the framing size, the opening size. But if you're very particular, I mean, I know this window, I wanted it to be a certain size. I wanted a nice big window here. Everything was planned out ahead of time. All the windows were double checked, framed, and then I measured the openings 100% 3 or 4 times before I actually ordered the windows. And just make sure that your frame opening size is the same as the window size that you're looking for. Just clarify, it's not the window size, it's not the glass size or the actual outside edge from the outside. It's the opening size that you want to double check with. So once that's out of the way, the installing of them is pretty straightforward, actually. The way I learnt, just so happened, a friend of mine needed help installing some windows, and so I went and helped him, and he's been a contractor for years, and so it was a great experience to get to do that with him. So once the sheathing is on the outside, and then you need to make sure that there's a product called Blueskin. This stuff I have is Resisto Red Tape or Red Zone or something like that. It's the alternative. It's all they had here at the hardware store, but it does exactly the same thing. So there is a method for getting your Blueskin and tape inside the sill, along with the building paper or whatever paper you're going to use. So you just want to look into, there's plenty of videos online to show you how to install a window. Also, findhomebuilding.com is a really good resource for that kind of stuff too. Decide on your products, and just take your time putting in the sealant and making sure everything's good. And then you'll just slot your window in, There's flanges around the window where you can nail in, and you just need to make sure you get it straight. So you put in a couple nails first, and then you use shims on the inside to make sure it's straight. Before you fully nail in the window, you want to make sure that it opens smoothly and closes smoothly as well. Once all that's done, later down the road, there's no major rush. You just put some expanding window foam. Don't put too much in, but there is a special window foam that doesn't expand as much as some of the foams, and therefore it won't push the window and cause it to have any issues with opening. That's pretty much it with installing the windows. Once you've done the foam, you obviously want to trim that back before you go ahead with all the trim and everything. So, yeah, that's pretty much what I did with the windows. Didn't take very long, couple of days, all the windows were in. The hardest one was the hexagon-shaped window. Not much fun to frame, not much fun to put in, but nevertheless, we got it done. So that's your windows.